When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was ascending to the heavens during the trip of the Isra and the Mi'raj, he was, as we all know, with Jibreel alayhi salam. As they were ascending, he smelled a very beautiful fragrance. He said, "Ya Jibreel, what is that smell?" He said, "This is the smell of the hairdresser of the daughter of Fir'aun." This is the smell of the hairdresser of the daughter of Fir'aun. So Rasulullah inquired, what is her story? So Jibreel alayhi salam said, one time she was combing the hair of the daughter of Fir'aun, and the comb fell on the ground. So this woman said, Bismillah, and she picked it up. So the daughter of Fir'aun, she said, my father, and in the name of my father, she said, no, Rabbi, my Lord, and the Lord of your father, Allah. She said, I'm going to tell my father. She said, go tell him. So the girl went and spoke to her father and told him that there's a woman, my hairdresser, she believes that there's another ilah other than you. So Fir'aun brought this woman, and he said, you have another ilah other than me? She said, Rabbi wa Rabbuk Allah. My ilah and your ilah is Allah, is only one ilah. He said, okay. So he got a huge pot, and he put boiling oil in it. And he brought her children, one by one, in front of her eyes, throwing them inside until the bones float. One by one. And then the last one was a baby, just like the story of the people of the Ukhdud. The last one was a baby. Again, she hesitated when she saw the baby, because he kept on telling her to believe in him as an ilah. And then, this is another baby that spoke in the cradle. He said, Ummah, oh my mother, the fire of this dunya is nothing compared to the fire of the akhirah. Jump. And she fell into the oil and died. This woman was so honored that Jibreel alayhi salam, the best angel, is narrating the story to the best human being. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam smelled her in Jannah. She's just a hairdresser, but to us, just a hairdresser, but to Allah, she was elevated to this level that we are here, only Allah knows how many years, we're still mentioning her story, and her story will be told till the day of judgment. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, the khalu of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Ya Rasulullah, man ashaddu an-nas ibtila'? Who are the most people that are tested? The most people. He said, Al-Anbiya, the prophets. Then, the stronger your iman, the more you are tested. The more steadfast on your deen, the more you will be tested. Until you walk on this earth with no sins upon you. Nothing on you. Because every time you are patient on the tests, sins will be erased. And if you're weak in your iman, your test is weak. Gaza. Is there anyone can handle among us here, can handle the test? Yesterday a brother was crying, coming and telling me, Sheikh, we had to sleep without air conditioning yesterday. I almost cried. These are our tests. While our brothers and sisters are under the ruins and they're seeing their own blood, they're seeing their own children shattered. They have no clue how many people. So the test is according to the iman. The higher your test, the higher your iman, the more and the tougher is the test. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة. Oh, who you believe, when you are going through any hardship, two things from Allah Azza wa Jal. Seek help with patience and salat. ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات And don't say for the people who die in the sake of Allah, do not call them amwat, mayyit. No. Bal ahya'un. They are alive, but you do not know it. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us the ayah that we all know, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. And I will 100%, the speech is still to the believers, 100%, who's saying this? Our Creator, 100%, I am going to test you. With what, Ya Allah? He mentioned 5 things. You might be tested with 1, 2, 3, one time this, one time that. First, you will taste a little bit, shay'in, a little bit of fear, khawf, little bit of ju', little bit of hunger, shortage, loss of people that you love, loss of wealth, and loss of fruits and food, right? And then what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Who's saying this? He did not say, give glad tidings to whomsoever is tested by these 5. No. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Me and you, maybe we would be tested by one of them. Maybe we got scared a little bit. Maybe I lose a job for a week or 2. Maybe I lose someone who's dear to me. Every once in a while we get tested by one. Our brothers and sisters in Gaza are being tested by 5, all 5 at the same time. Is there fear in Gaza? Is there shortage of food? Is there shortage of loss of people? Is there loss of wealth? Is there loss of everything? They're being tested by all 5 at the same time. At the same time. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. And give the glad tidings to the people who are patient. Not to everybody is tested. Because if you are tested and you're complaining, that's a different story. You failed. You failed. That's why they are mentioned in the Quran in advance. So you can understand and prepare yourself. Tell yourself, I am here on this earth to be tested. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not change his mind and said, okay, you know what, now I'm going to test you. No, ya akhwan, if everything is beautiful and nice here, so why are we waiting for Jannah? The one who created this dunya said, I'm going to test you. And the higher grade you get in this test, the higher your level in Jannah. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Who are the Sabirin, Ya Allah? The one, when they are first hit by the calamity, they say, immediately, not after 2-3 weeks of complaining, immediately, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We always repeat this statement. What does it mean? I belong to Allah. My children belong to Allah. My business belongs to Allah. My home belongs to Allah. What does that mean? He could take them whenever he wants. It's not mine. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And to him I should go back and I'm going to report. Now what is the gift? Ulaik, the one whom are patient when they are hit by a calamity. Ulaik alayhim salawatum min rabbihim wa rahmah wa ulaika humul muhtadun. Allahu Akbar. What an honor. These are the ones who will get their names mentioned by Allah to the angels. And these are the ones who will earn the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal. And these are the truly guided. Who can dare raise his hand and say, I am truly guided? Allah defined. Somebody asks you, who are the really guided ones? This is one of the definition. Is when they are hit by a calamity, instantly, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Just like we saw in some of those videos, those people whom they were told, they just told him, your son is gone. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. He went and prayed, made wudu and prayed 2 rak'ah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Now, what is the ayah after that? I will end with this. Like I always repeat. At this time here, أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة أولئك هم المهتدون. Every imam say Allahu Akbar, and they go down to ruku'ah. What's the ayah after that? إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله فمن حج البيت أو اعتمر فلا جناح عليه. The ayah that we all recite when we stand in the Safa. So what does that have to do with what happened? This ayah is the story of Hajar and Ismail. Right? This is the story of Hajar. What is the similarity between Hajar and Gaza? Hajar was tested with all five. When she was with Ismail, was there fear? Of course, there was nobody there. Was there hunger? She was running back and forth looking for water. Was there shortage of people? There was nobody. Nobody at all. Was there shortage of wealth? Even if you have money, there's nothing to buy. Was there shortage of fruits? بِوَادٍ غَيْرِ ذِي زَرْعٍ. Allah told us it's a wadi, there's no vegetation in it. But because she passed the test, every Muslim till the day of judgment will remember her and imitate her when he or she perform Umrah or Hajj. Now, because of her patience, what happened to Mecca? Is there fear in Mecca now? Is there hunger in Mecca now? Is there shortage of people in Mecca? 24/7, 365 days. It's a joke when I said to my group, I told them, listen, let's go to Mecca. This is a joke. Off season. There's nothing called off season in Mecca. Nothing called off season. Packed all the time. No shortage of people. Is there shortage of wealth in Mecca? The most expensive real estate on earth. And the closer you are to the place of Hajar, the higher the price. So, just like she was patient and Allah switched every one of the tests to the opposite, bi'idhnillah, just like I'm seeing you, everything will be switched to our brothers and sisters in Palestine to the opposite. They will be bi'idhnillah ta'ala, with the help of Allah, because Allah chooses the people who wants to honor with shahada, and Allah has chosen them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them steadfastness. May Allah accept them in the shuhada. And listen to this, please. You know, we always ask, what should we do? What can we do? There has to be a change in me, in you. There has to be a change. There must be a change. In Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawm. Allah does not change the state of people until they change themselves. So let's start with this simple change, please. If this is only for the people who are serious about helping our brothers in Gaza, I want to see you tomorrow at Fajr in Jama'ah. This is the change that you're going to make. You want to introduce Salatul Fajr in Jama'ah in your life. Stop saying, oh, I want to help and I want to do something. Make dua. Oh, alhamdulillah, it's dua only. Allah, done. No! Do something. Change something. Start fasting Monday, and at the time of iftar, raise your hands and ask Allah Azza wa Jal. Start coming to Fajr in Jama'ah. Start memorizing the Quran. Do something different. Change. If you change, Allah will change the things for you. And if we all change, the whole ummah will change. But just we keep going with our life and nothing has changed. SubhanAllah, how do we expect a change? I will not reward my son until he changes his habit. I tell him, if you change, I will do this. How do we expect to have a change in the whole ummah while our life is exactly the same? This war will stop in a few days or a few weeks or whatever, and then we will go back to the same routine that we had before. You know why? The same exact thing happened in 2014. Before all this, when was the last time you made dua for Gaza? See you at Fajr, 6:15. Assalamu alaikum.